Did you know that just like there's poverty of the pockets, inability to achieve, and poverty of the inability to believe, there is also poverty of the spirit, the inability to perceive. Let me explain. So while I was praying yesterday, so there's something I try to do. Every night before I go to bed, I try to say a prayer for the whole world, asking God to pour out His Spirit on all flesh. Let His glory come on every man, let His tabernacle dwell in every man. And while I was praying yesterday, I'd finished praying, it was about midnight, 1 a.m., trying to get into bed. The Holy Spirit said to me, He said, did you know there's something called poverty of the Spirit? I'm like, And He said, it's the inability to perceive what Christ has done on the cross for us. And I'm like, and He gave me an analogy today. I've been asking Him questions since last night. Today He made it clearer. The Holy Spirit said, imagine a mast here on earth, and we were the mast, and there's a satellite up in space, up there, wherever they're up there. And the satellite was sending signals to the mast. The mast wasn't working properly, in full working condition, and had the ability to receive the frequency or network or whatever it was the satellite was sending. The mast would still be a mast standing there for everyone to see. It's a mast, but its capacity and inability will be dormant upon it. It will be inactivated. Its ability to do what it should do will be inactivated. So He told me, what you should pray for more is poverty of the spirit, because a lot of people don't perceive. And if you don't perceive in your spirit, you cannot believe in your mind. If you don't believe in your mind, you cannot touch it in your pocket, touch it in the physical, grab it in reality, because your mind hasn't perceived it, because your mind hasn't believed it, because your spirit hasn't perceived it. That's what He said to me. The Bible told us that at the end times, the Lord said, I'll pour out my Spirit on all flesh. I believe we are already in the end times. Going on around you. Just look at what's going on around you. I'm not going to mention anything with agriculture or internet or AI. Look at what's going on around you. We are in a time where if you don't perceive, if your spirit is not quick to receive what the Holy Spirit is saying to you, one can easily fall into a trap, fall into the nets of the enemy, be captured by the enemy. And have you noticed how they're going for her mind? Because that's your power. I say, receive. Your heart cannot receive. Your heart is your mind. That's where the soul resides. What you cannot believe in your heart, because your spirit hasn't perceived, you cannot receive and achieve. I'm trying not to play words, please pardon me, in your reality, because your spirit hasn't first received it and perceived it. So I think if we can deal with the poverty of the spirit, we can deal with any kind of poverty. Because what enters the spirit of man is what that man is. Because that's what the Bible said, as a man thinketh. So let me throw in a little joke. Help me pray less and enrich your spirit to the wealth of what God has done for us, for you and I, for all of us, all 9 billion of us. Finally, the level of impact you make to those around you, family, society, community, the world, is based on the capacity of which your spirit can perceive what Christ has done for you and in you and through you. So drown yourself in the finished work of Christ. Take care of yourself.